How's it going? Just want to make this video about being the observer of one's reality and, staying in that observational, space rather than being fully consumed and fully, you know, affected by, the ups and downs of life and which to a certain extent, if you are meant to be immersed, you know, it is a good thing to be immersed, but when you become disillusioned by life, that immersion, that's a, immersion breaking thing. And, the suffering caused by whatever, causes the suffering is, breaks one out of that immersion and, causes one to detach from that role of, getting lost in the role. And, some people, they go a whole lifetime and never snap out of the role, which to each their own. And some people, through destiny are, shifted out of that role and forced, for lack of a better word, to be the observer of one's life and being in the world, but always feeling disconnected from the energetical norm of the world, like causes one to feel different and one to be labeled and whatnot. But yeah, like being the observer of one's reality is really important because it takes you out of that role and lets you see things from a different perspective, and it invites more understanding into one's experience, which you might find it to where you're bouncing back between the two, the observer and then the being fully immersed and but that's just part of the spiritual journey, if you will. So there's nothing wrong with you. It's just a process of showing you it's a good way to think of it. It's just showing you, the different perspectives and how you feel in those different perspectives. So yeah, when you're looking at your life from kind of an outside view of like being the observer of watching your life unfold, there's terms called derealization or depersonalization that kind of describe that process, but from a more mentally more so mentally disturbed or mental illness point of view, which the line is very blurry between spiritual awakening symptoms or processes and mental illness. But yeah, when you're shifted into the role of the observer, again, it lets you see life from a different perspective, and you're not so caught up in it, and it enables you to take a break from it, and when that is occurring, that's when change is coming, and that's when that's when you need a break, and that's when you need to detach, and that's what happens. It's an automatic process through life. So there's nothing wrong with you. It might be brought on by certain, whether it's drugs or whatever it's brought on by. People go into panic and think they did something wrong. All is happening as it's supposed to. Everything is as it should be, and just understanding that from that perspective, that detached perspective, enables you to just be at more peace with your life. But yeah, that's all I got. I hope you enjoyed, and take care.